Okay, big question of the week. Are Tottenham Hotspur ready to challenge for top four? Jonathan Northcroft and the Times, I'm going to come to you first on this. You know, they're there or thereabouts.
Yeah.
They're one of those teams I don't think they've been exceptional at any point this season, but, you know, I had through one eye, kind of had a look at the league table this morning, and the miles ahead of Liverpool, and they're a team that Liverpool need to be clawing back to, and they're there to take them over.
They've only lost one game, haven't they? Which they probably shouldn't have lost. They're a proper team. That's the thing. You look at them. Pochettino's done his thing, where he's created this kind of young, almost a unit. All the players look almost exactly the same physically and the way they play, and it's a really, really sort of well-honed thing. So they're much more solid. They're not Spurs, you know. They're not the Spurs that Fergie did the famous team talk where he just walked in and said it's Tottenham this week. You know, it's very unlike that Tottenham. Yeah. It's probably Tottenham we haven't seen. So I think what they're ready to do is not actually fall apart at any point. I think they will get the most out of their season. Whether they've got enough experience, I don't know, because there's a lot of youngsters there over the season. Don't know, but the Premier League's looking a bit like the Championship at the moment, isn't it? Where anything seems possible. A couple of wins, blah blah blah. I've waffled, but I think the short answer is yes. They can.
Well, we were saying about this, and again, just to flip back to Liverpool for a second, because that's what I'm good at. Clearly with Chelsea struggling, that's a top four place absolutely up for grabs. They've essentially done their best to vacate that spot, and that was most depressing from a Liverpool perspective, was looking up and go, great, this is our chance to steal. Oh, there's Spurs. It's probably going to be them. Because Leicester are going to drop off. Leicester are probably on form to finish about 7th or 8th this season, which would be a great season for them. It's a question of who. I always say, the team that is the team who is most consistently the least shit of the good teams in the league finishes 4th. You know, I know what it's right. And Spurs look absolutely nailed on for that at the moment.
They've got a goal scorer and they've got a good defence and a good goalie, and that tends to get you 4th. Yeah. You can win the odd game 1-0, 2-0. I don't think they're absolutely hammering anyone. No. But I'm all in on Harry Kane. People still doubt him. I think he's really, really good. Yeah. The goalie I think is fantastic. The two centre halves are playing pretty well. I like the guy they signed from Southampton, whose name I struggle to say. Alderweireld. Yeah. So when we played them at Klopp's first game, wasn't it?
Yeah.
They looked a good side. They looked very well organised. And like I say, they're not very Spurs-like. They're a little bit boring, but that can get you 4th, because I remember Everton 1-0 in it to 4th that time when we finished 5th.
Look how that worked out.
Right. He's cleaning.
Hot balls. But the legacy of that was signing players like Andy van der Meijden. I mean, come on. You know what I mean?
The best thing about Andy van der Meijden was his car getting robbed and being ragged around the Showcase Cinema car park.
And his puppy being kidnapped.
I didn't know. That's less. That's
not one to celebrate.
You've just basically.
I wasn't celebrating.
No. Just weren't mentioning it.
No dogs were harmed during the film.
What do you reckon, mate?
We played them and I thought they were rubbish. To be fair, I thought on the day we played them, a better team could have just murdered them. But they've picked up. Kane's got better. Although, come on. Does he get stung by a bee before every game? What's the score with his tongue? It talks like that in every press conference.
Maybe that's
what's going on. It's like he's been stung by a wasp.
Maybe he's inspired by Chris Eubanks.
It's just ridiculous. It's just like his tongue's too big for his mouth.
Yeah. I'm sure his missus is very happy about that.
I wouldn't know anything about that. Honestly, you're lowering the tone. Lowering the tone. But they're fit. The managers, got them drilled. It will be interesting to see how far that squad can stretch, because they are in the Europa League again, and how far they can go in that as well. I still think no one wants to take it seriously, but I think someone needs to take it seriously with that Champions League place. And as you say, with Chelsea doing their best to just be absolutely terrible, the space is there. It's just annoying, isn't it? You've got Palace, you've got You got Leicester.
West Ham.
All these people ruining it for us.
You're ruining it for us. When everyone else is rubbish,
Stop having a good time in the Premier League when you just get back in your place.
We're supposed to fill the void of rubbish seasons.
Honestly, I've been waiting for Chelsea to be crap for years.
No.
And then you lot
Well, it's like Man United, isn't it? You drop off for one season and like, hey, it's all... Oh, no. No, they're back up there again. Boss. God damn it.
Someone's got to finish fourth, mate, and I can't see it being Chelsea now because I think they are just... They'd have to have a record season.
Am I right in saying that, because I think it's where you're hitting that here, that no team with their start ever finished higher than 6th?
It's important.
Yeah,
It's all...
Something like that.
For them to come... They have to get like 80 odd points.
Yeah,
That's like a run of form now. I think they'd have to go on a run.
Although,
like
because there are so many teams, you'll probably find that the points drop off.
Yeah.
Again, you look at last season, the points tally we had the season before would have got us Champions League last season. Yeah. And the more teams there are, the less chance it is for the top teams to run away with it. So, when we qualified, it was 64 points. Yeah. That wouldn't get you 12th. No. I wouldn't get you that wouldn't get you a loaf these
Tony
days.
Pulis loses his job on that point.
So I think I think it's going to be a lot more open, and Spurs are definitely in there. But again, if Harry Kane does get an injury, then have they got another striker? I
like Son.
For them.
Yeah, I do like him. He's a good player. But do they have goals from other? Because Eriksen's having a sort of quieter season, isn't he? So. But they're doing well. And
I think the interesting one, the comparison to Liverpool, and I thought what was going to stand us in good stead, squad-wise, was having 4 strikers who could come in and relatively do a job. And they're basically all dead. And that's gone completely out the window. So we're in the same boat that Spurs in it,
But I don't... The way we all play football now in this 4-5-1, it's not even about strikers anymore. This is my biggest problem with Everton is Romelu Lukaku scores. If he doesn't score, you're hoping Ross Barkley scores a thunderbolt. And if he doesn't score, who else scores?
Because off the bench.
Nobody else scores. Nobody else. No, but we have got this amazing thing where a player like Naismith or Coney will score a hat-trick, and then you won't really see much of them for the next few weeks.
Yeah.
Where have those midfielders gone? That we, Lampard, we had Cahill, you had Gerrard. They've all seemed to disappear. It's all about these number 10s now. Okay, Coutinho's doing brilliantly for you, but have Spurs got enough other goal scorers? Because good teams need a centre back that weighs in, a winger who weighs in, a centre midfielder who weighs in. That's what good teams do, and maybe this will be the year that bucks the trend. I mean, you have to look at Vardy, Mr. Lad's Bible himself,
the most English man of all time.
Mr. Giacomo there. So.
There you go, yeah. Let us know any thoughts on that. Spurs got enough in them to finish top 4. I say that, is that because the rest of the league is rubbish, or because they are the best of the best of the best of the worst of the best of the worst? You know what I'm saying? The best of the good, the worst of the best.
The other team in North London.
Exactly, yeah. So let's do thoughts on that in the comments below. Give the video a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel as well by clicking the annotation in the top corner of the screen, and check out the rest of the great content across the channel.